And we're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 8th installment of the Joe Knows podcast. Today I have with me the man, the myth, the legend, the hostess, Josiah Lundquist. Hostess, host. You know, dude, you're so stuck in your old ways. And if you want to be a hostess, that's fine.
Hostess?
Now, host doesn't matter.
It's 2019.
And you need to be more accepting.
Why did you just assume I'm a hostess? It's I don't know if that would work. How does that work? Say you're I'm neither. Then what would you be? If if you're a waiter or waitress.
You're the
mic's barely picking you up.
You're the.
You can adjust it.
Is it picking me up now? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, you're good. And that even extends so you don't have to lean over.
Okay,
yep,
cool.
There you go.
Okay, so.
All right. First off, I'm here with Spencer Tunnell. And Spencer, how do I know you?
You got lucky enough to meet my sister, the ultimately passive-aggressive, semi-crazy goddess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're dating my sister.
I'm dating a sister.
Yeah, dating.
Yeah, we're dating.
But
yeah.
So I wanted to go over the dynamic of you meeting us, because I feel like it's as nervous for us as it is for you.
I don't think so.
Because I was super nervous too.
Why?
I don't know. It's
you have all the power.
No, I don't. What if this guy's a douche? Or what if this guy ends up being a serial killer? Then what?
A serial killer. Well, I'm not that. I just have a podcast. That's probably the strangest thing about me. You know.
No, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I like it. It was weird at first, but it's just natural now. I'm used to it, and listening back isn't as cringe. But we're just sipping on some Bud Lights.
Best beer ever.
I don't know.
Next to Keystone Light. No, it goes Coors Banquet.
Oh.
Keystone Light, and then I don't know. Do you like you like Mexican beer, right?
Yeah.
You like Dos Equis?
I like Dos Equis.
Does it taste like coffee aftertaste?
I don't think so. Not to me.
That's all I can taste. You get the first taste and it just tastes like beer, and then the aftertaste is like a coffee, kind of like a stout. But I don't like to be super beer, a beer douche.
Gotcha.
Have you ever been to a bar and if you ask them oh, what's the closest thing you have to a Bud Light? Nothing.
Oh.
If we were at Barrel House and you asked one of those guys, can I get something that's close to a Bud Light? We don't have anything like a Bud Light. We have something that's really flowery. Stuff like that. That pisses me off. So I always try to stay away from talking about a beer from its qualities. Give me a light beer, not something that's flowery and has a sweet aftertaste because of the hops in it. I don't give a fuck.
I just feel like Bud Light, all the light beers, they're so watered down.
This one's super. I don't know. This one tastes sweet to me.
I'd prefer this over Coors. I think Coors tastes. I like the Banquets better than the Lights. I'll give you that. But I don't know. Something about Coors Light is.
Kind of fucked up, dude. You want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Okay. So what do fucking in a canoe and Coors Light have in common?
Don't know.
They're really fucking close to water.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But I think this tastes super caramely.
Yeah.
When you after the aftertaste, and then a Coors Light kind of has the same consistency until you get to the bottom of the can. Especially the last sip when you're drinking it. I don't know. To me, it tastes like water, and then you can taste all the alcohol at the very end of it.
Yeah.
Which is cool, I guess.
Yeah. Mexican beer, I feel it just, I don't know, the flavor appeals to me. They all have kind of a specific flavor set. And they're citrusy a little bit.
Yeah.
They have But these ones, I'm not a big drinker, dude. Yeah. Even hard stuff, I can't do hard stuff. For me to do hard stuff, I have to be kind of hammered already off of beer. The disrespect. Then I can muster it up. I don't care. But I can't just do shots.
The fuck thing is I hated beer for a long time. Maybe because I don't know. It's just I think it's. Did you like beer when you first had it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than other stuff. Yeah.
Because I feel it's kind of an acquired taste. You have to get used to drinking it. But I used to always Fireball and Coke or something, a mixture of a hard liquor. But now I'll never mix a soda And then a hard liquor. Like, if I'm going to drink whiskey, then it's just going to be straight up. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's Jim Beam or if it's something super expensive. Like, but I don't really like any hard liquor either.
Yeah. First time I ever got hammered was Fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah.
By itself or did it, like, mix?
Both.
So you're just fucking...
It was like shots mixed with like Coke, yeah. So I was with, I don't want to call her out because I know she listens to this, but like I was with, I don't even know how to describe her. I was with somebody that was an adult, right? And
21 or like 18?
What do you mean?
Like, was she 21?
No, she's older.
Like a grown adult.
She's a grown adult, yeah. So I was with them, and like, so she had like, I think it was like Fireball and Coke. I think that's what it was that she was drinking, and like, when she left the room, I would like sip off of it.
And so she didn't know you were drinking.
Not at first, and then like, so I was already kind of like buzzed, and then she could tell.
Wait. How old were you?
I was like 16, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started late. Well, like, but she could tell because I had never been drunk before. I didn't know how to handle myself. So like, she was like, "Dude, were you freaking drinking off my drink?" And then like, I had my cousin was there, and my best friend was there, and he brought his girlfriend, and we all just like started.
So you guys were
taking shots, and I was already like way far gone.
Yeah.
And I was just toasted. I was absolutely toasted. And like I had to go to church the next day, and I was like still drunk the next day.
Oh, so you didn't wake up hungover?
No, I was still hammered. Like
yeah.
I was like in church, like swaying back and forth, and I felt like the whole room was spinning, and I was just like, oh my god, like it was.
Forgive me.
Yeah, it was weird. It was super weird.
Did you get hungover after that or no?
No, I didn't used to get hungover. I didn't start getting hungover until maybe I was like, I was like 18. But before that, I could like party hard or whatever, and I'd be fine the next day.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the first time I ever got hungover was after my graduation party.
Yeah.
That was probably the most drunk I've ever been.
Like, do you remember it at all?
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But like, I started drinking at like 4.
Yeah.
And drank until like late at night, and I like ended drinking like moonshine. Like I progressed. I went from like it was like we had a bunch of beer around. Like I started like a Mike's, and like we were playing. It was actually funny. Like the owner of the nutrition shop I worked at.
Yeah.
At the time we were playing like him and my friend. We were playing I can't think about it.
Beer pong?
Beer pong, yeah. We were playing beer pong with like my boss and his wife.
So you invited him?
There was a ton of people there.
Oh.
Like, so it was a huge graduation party, so everyone was there.
Was it just for you, or was it like the dual, like you and another kid's graduation
It was
party?
me and my cousins, because we're like 2 weeks apart, something like that. So we shared one. Anyways, so that's how I started drinking. This is like early in the afternoon. Right. And then, so I started with like Mike's. And then like
just to warm it up, just kind of get yourself going.
And then like little by little I like progressed. Like I don't know how much I drank, but like 8 o'clock I was like tipsy, and I like, and then like me and my friend he had snuck in like a bottle.
Right. I
don't even remember what it was, and like so we would like every like 30 minutes we'd go in my room and like chug some and then go back out. Yeah. So like so I'm hammered and I totally didn't even think about it, but like my mom was like, "All right, everybody, like come around. Like Josiah's gonna like open gifts and stuff that like they got me for graduation."
So they're all gonna be around you.
Yep.
You're fucked up already.
Yeah.
And so, did anyone like notice that you're fucked up at that point?
I don't think so. For how drunk I was, I am when I smoke, but like not when I drink, and like I handled myself pretty well for that night. Like I was pretty.
That's
composed.
Weird, dude, because whenever I smoke, I'm super paranoid, too. Like, I think, like, every single person I engage with knows I'm fucking high.
That's how I am when I'm high.
Yeah.
But when I'm drinking, I don't care. And I can handle myself a lot better. But I had to, like, open cards and, like, give reactions and, like, open presents and, like, give reactions. I remember, like, my... I think it was my boss and his wife. They got me, like, luggage because I was going to Sweden, like, a month from then. And I like, which now I like appreciate. Still use it, but like back when I was hammered, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like who got me?
Like who got me luggage?
You can't have just
like,
gotten me a car.
And it took it was so hard for me to not like make a joke about me getting luggage, and like the last little bit of sober me was like, don't say shit, don't say shit, don't say shit. Yeah, and like I just composed myself, and then after that it got blurry. I just remember like my dad brought out moonshine that he had been saving in like a mason jar, and he was like, good.
Did he make it himself?
No, he got it. He gets it from a family friend. Yeah, my one of my best friends makes it though. So if I get some, he makes
Is he a hick?
I wouldn't say a hick. He's pretty privileged
is he
white.
A mountain folk though?
Yeah, he's a mountain folk.
Okay.
But he's not hick. He's like he went to like a private Catholic school in Bakersfield that was like prestige, and like just totally you wouldn't tell where he lived if you just looked at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he like makes moonshine, and he's starting a mead company, like brewing mead.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get him on. And he said he's gonna bring me a bottle. Mead's good. Have you ever tried mead?
No.
It's like it's honey wine.
I've seen it, but my friends have been drinking it, but I don't know. I kind of feel boxed in. I like to be the beer guy.
It's all right. It tastes like wine, like a white wine.
Yeah.
Which I'm not the biggest wine fan, but
I don't.
I think my roommate's here. Maybe not. But yeah, I don't know. But by far my choice of alcohol is beer for sure. If I was gonna go with one thing, I just get so bloated and I feel sick.
Feel sick? I just feel full, but yeah, it's like definitely a filler. Yeah. Beer is for sure. But I think that's a good thing too, because if you're drinking hard liquor, like you don't feel shit, but you don't feel shit, but feeling good. Yeah. So you keep going until your tongue starts getting numb and nothing tastes like that. So yeah. Which was my thing at first too, is I drink all the hard liquor until I was pretty hammered. So then beer starts tasting like water, so you're just fucking drinking them all. I used to never get hungover either. I remember one time I was at my friend's house, Drew, and I started off, this was when I was a sophomore maybe, but I started off with the hard liquor or whatever, and then I had like probably 15 or 16 Keystones, and I was so fucked up that I was hungry. And when I get hungry, when I'm fucked up, I pick like the worst shit possible to eat. So like hot Cheetos, Takis, fucking cereal. So I had a whole like box of Pops, the cereal. Oh my god. And I slept on his fucking living room floor. And then I woke up in the middle of the night. I went out to the deck. I don't know how. I don't even remember it. But I went out to the deck and I threw up all over his deck. And it was like white throw up with the actual Pops chunks in them. I must have not fucking chewed very good. I must have just been fucking slamming.
That's how I am when I'm high, just like mouthfuls.
Because the last thing I remember was like we were sitting on his like screened-in back porch, and I was just fucking going ham on the Pops.
We my roommate Zion, when the first time.
Holy shit! Your roommate Zion Williamson.
I wish. Nah, he's black.
He's black.
Yeah.
Does he have Odell hair?
He doesn't. He used to actually.
Oh, with the bleach and everything?
Yeah, he used to have bleach blonde hair.
Is he from here?
From Visalia?
Yeah.
No, he's from Tehachapi. He's from San Diego.
But then he moved to Tehachapi.
Then he moved to Tehachapi at the end of high school, and then we were like neighbors. We lived like 2 doors down from each other. And I'd give him rides everywhere, and that's how we became friends.
He's like, So did you say, "Hey, I'm gonna move"?
Or he had lived in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
And I was living in Tehachapi. I wanted to get out of Tehachapi, and he was living in Bakersfield, and his lease was ending, and like he didn't want to stay with who he was staying with. And then so it worked out. Yeah. Which he came like a month after me. I think I was here a month by myself.
In this apartment?
Yeah. And yeah, so like the first night I was in here, I threw like the biggest party I've ever had. Ever.
And people from Tehachapi were coming.
Ton of people. The place was packed. It was crazy.
It's all like hot and musty and shit.
I don't remember. I got wasted. I like blacked out. But like and then like when he came, we threw a little kickback with just like some guy friends. Yeah. He doesn't like drinking at all. Right. Yeah, like he drinks purely Hennessy, which is the most black thing ever. But like he hates beer. So we like forced him to take a beer bong. Like I have one. Yeah. It's like hanging up in the hallway. My beer bong. So he had never done it before. And so he was like, I like Corona more than like the Coors. Because we had like a bunch of different beers. And we were like, all right. And we're like, we'll pour you a Corona, whatever. So we just poured a Coors. because we were like, we're not wasting a Corona.
Yeah.
So like we poured a Coors and we bring it over to him, and he does it, and then we're out on the. He's like sitting out on the porch by himself, and I was like, what the heck? So like I like went out, and I'm just sitting there with him, and like I don't even remember what we were talking about. We were talking about something, and like it was like a quiet moment, like just dead silence. We weren't talking to each other, and just. Boo! He just starts projectile, just foam, just come out over the balcony, and we just like stood there. I didn't say anything. We just stood there, and like he's like, "We don't have to talk about it." I was like, "All right," and I went back in, and yeah, and we just never talked about it. We didn't tell anybody, but yeah, he can't. Yeah, that was like his experience. So now, whenever I'm like, "Do you want a beer or anything like that?" He's like,
God,
"Nope."
Yeah.
But yeah, he drinks only Hennessy.
Which very special cognac, right?
Yeah.
Cognac, yeah.
Cognac.
Dude, it tastes like gasoline. If I
really?
knew what gasoline tastes like, then I would probably peg it as Hennessy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It's not bad to me. Like for a hard alcohol, I don't mind it. Vodka I can do. When I was in Sweden, that's like all they drink is vodka. So I like for a while I was really sick of it, like because
with high proof, like the super high proof vodka.
Yeah, it's just like that's
so like
that's like their beer over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like so, I was super jet lagged, and then on top of that, we were getting like wasted like every night. Yeah. So I was like, it was like a mix of like hungover and jet lag that whole trip.
Yeah.
And so when I came back, like anytime I smelled vodka or even saw it, I got like immediately so sick I couldn't do it. Now it's not that bad. I can do it, especially if it's like flavored.
Yeah, the only good flavored vodka I ever had was I think it's whipped cream. Or something. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah.
But the peach infused and stuff like that.
Not a fan.
Not for me.
No. I love raspberry. Like the raspberry vodka is my favorite alcohol.
What brand produces the super fruity ones? Amsterdam or no?
Well, I've had Amsterdam.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Ciroc?
Sky. I think I had
Sky. Sky. All of them do different.
Ciroc's good too. Vodka all tastes the same. Like there's no way you can really like make it. I don't know.
And I watched YouTube videos of the experts or whatever, and they're saying all these different tastes that they're getting from it. I'm like, I taste rubbing alcohol with some flavor. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't. I don't differentiate. Like whiskeys, I can taste the difference. Yeah, you can tell a cheap whiskey from a good whiskey.
Or like beers, for sure. Beers are really easy to tell the difference. But even like tequila. But vodka, I can't do it, dude. And then
just with a blindfold on.
Rum's nasty to me. Can't do rum.
What? No Malibu?
Malibu like makes me stomach sick immediately. Like one time, me and my best friend, we went to like his parents' house because they have like a bunch of booze that they don't ever drink, and like we were just grabbing a bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh, grab the Malibu because like Malibu's like I was like, oh, it's super easy to drink, whatever, and I hadn't drinking for like at least 6 months. Like I hadn't drank in a long time, and like I just like put it up to my mouth. And just, like, the taste on my lips, like, I immediately went and threw up. Yeah, like, it threw me off. Like, I don't know what it was.
Is it the coconut?
I don't know what it is, dude.
It doesn't even taste like rum, really. It tastes like...
I don't know what it was. But now, that's all I can think about whenever I, think about it.
It's done for. You're not ever going to drink it.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't know. So Spencer wants to do a podcast.
Yes.
What are you going to call it?
Friends.
Friends?
Yeah. It's an acronym, though.
Okay.
I don't know how the whole trademark's going to go, but I don't really care because I don't think it's ever going to get big.
What does it stand for?
Oh, I don't want to say it yet. I don't want to spoil it.
You don't want to spoil it? We'll save it.
The F is... Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking.
All right.
And then really? So FR.
Okay.
And then inconsiderate. And then,
it goes from there.
Yeah, it goes on. It gets worse.
Okay.
The S is show, though.
Can I be a guest?
Yeah, you can be a guest.
Okay.
I don't know how many mics to get.
I got 2. And that was like with the thought of I'm going to have guests as much as I can.
Right.
But I live here. And like everyone that I know or would want to talk to is like at least 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So I was like,
do you do episodes by yourself?
Mm-hmm. Mostly.
Yeah.
Like I just uploaded one like an hour before you came.
So when you do that, do you write it down in your phone or something about what you're going to talk about, or is it just rambling? Or not rambling, but just hopping from one subject to another as your mind thinks of it.
Both. Like, I don't necessarily, like, write a script out or anything like that, but I will, like, say I'm at work and I think of something to talk about. I'll put it in, like, notes. Yeah. Half the time I read it and I'm like, I don't know what the hell I was trying to tell myself. Like, I don't know. And, like, I'll bring up those points. But most of the time, like, I'll write down notes and then, like, I'll talk about one thing and then I just go off on a tangent about other stuff. Yeah. So, which is how
every episode goes, pretty much.
Basically.
It's just starting with something, and then boom, 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 as your mind goes, it just drifts off.
Basically. Yeah. I enjoy it. I enjoy it more than I thought I would, and I did it with the, like, intention of I want to see
how it goes.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, of course I was kind of nervous when I first started, because I was, like, concerned about actually what people would think, or like really more than that I was like, because I don't really care what people think, but I was like so afraid of like uploading and like only seeing like 3 views, because that's like humiliating, you know what I mean?
Like you kind of like, it's to a point to where you're talking to yourself
totally. And I was like, either way, if I have like one person, I'm just gonna keep doing it, because at least like I know that one person cares enough to like watch every single one, even if it's like my mom, I don't care. And, like, the first episode got, like, I think it's, like, up to 270 views, something like that. Yeah. So I was like, whatever.
That's pretty big.
And I went with it.
270 people.
Yeah, which I think of that, like, now I average around, like, 50, 60. Yeah. But, that first one was probably just, like, I came from a small town where, like, most people know me. And they were like, wait, is this legit? Yeah. So everybody wanted to know, which that episode was shit. So I feel bad, because, like.
What was it? Well, was it by yourself?
Yeah.
It was by yourself.
You listened to it?
I listened to half of it, I think, when I was at the gym.
Terrible.
I liked it. Yeah. I listened to that one, and I listened to the one with the 2 white guys.
And that sound was fucked. Yeah. And so I talked about it on the podcast I just released today. And, like, I went and put, like, when I came back, for some reason my audio was working again. Right. And so... so like I said, I put like a little intro saying like the sound screwed, sorry.
That's what you said.
Right?
Sorry,
so I did that. Right? And so I uploaded it. I was like, whatever. I don't expect people to really like keep listening, because like I wouldn't want to. Right. You know what I mean? And like, but I put that intro out there. So like I went back the next day and someone had commented like, it was like, sounds super staticky.
Yeah, it was like I think it was 3 words.
It was like...
Sounds super static, something like that.
It was like, sounds like sonar radar. And I'm like, I got so pissed, dude. Like, I don't get pissed about stuff. And like, especially about like this, I don't give a crap. But like...
It's something that you created, though.
That pissed me off. It wasn't even that. It was like, I put that intro there for a reason.
Just completely disregard it. It's at the very beginning of the video.
Yeah, like I know you heard it, and then listened to like a minute, and then paused it, went down and commented the obvious. Oh, it made me so mad. And like I know that person too. Like I know who it is. I called him out. I talked about this on the last podcast. I like straight called him out. I didn't say who it was, but I was pissed.
But if they watch it, they know who they are.
They know who they are. Yeah. And they're not part of this tribe anymore.
And I'm gonna pull up their username on YouTube. I'm gonna name drop him, right?
He's like a kid though.
I don't fucking care. If you're old enough to comment on YouTube,
yeah, for real.
Then you're old enough to get fucking roasted.
Yeah. No, his like mom hears this and like, you have a YouTube? Like freaking. No, he's like, I think he's.
Do you like his mom, or do you?
Yeah, she's cool. She is like my mom's best friend.
Okay, never mind. I take back what I said, but I'm still gonna go look it up then.
No, she's cool. And he's cool too. He was like one of the first people who like every episode he says at least like one thing about it.
So he is a constant viewer.
He's a true fan, if I must say.
Gus is your best friend, right?
One of them. Yeah. Gus, he lives in Tahoe now.
It's really static and it sounds like a sonar radio.
Which I didn't hear that.
Like it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't, and like you could only hear it on like one side.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that made me so pissed.
So does he live in South Lake Tahoe or?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, he works at the Woodward.
What's that? Is that the pizza place?
Woodward?
Woodward?
You've never heard of a Woodward?
No.
Maybe that's like...
What's a Woodward?
It's like...
Tell me first, and then I'll tell you if I know it, but I know it by something else.
It's like an extreme sports camp, and they're like all over the place. Okay. Maybe the reason I'm thinking everybody knows what a Woodward is like we have... Woodward West is in Tehachapi.
So wait. You guys have a Woodward West, but you don't have a Walmart?
In the process. You know? It's up and building. Shouldn't have to defend that place. Screw that place.
Yeah, so what is there to do in Tehachapi?
Nothing.
It's
like Phoebe always says, like, there's nothing to do here. I'm like,
no, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do.
There's a lot to do here. You guys have everything that we Tehachapi folk go to Bakersfield to do.
Yeah.
Which is like an hour drive.
It's like going to Fresno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like you having to go to Fresno for everything.
Huh. I know. I don't understand the whole knock on Visalia, as there's nothing to do.
I love it here.
It depends on...
Which I knew. Like, I didn't grow up here.
Yeah.
But, like, I like it. It's everything that, like, I could ask for. I'm not a big city person. So, like, this works for me. Like, I couldn't live in Fresno.
Hell no.
It's too busy, too sketchy.
Yeah.
And, like, I couldn't live in LA. Like, people whose dreams are to live in LA.
God, no, dude.
I couldn't do it.
That would be the last place I want to live, would be Southern California.
Yeah. This is perfect for me. Like, I like being able to literally, like, if I want to, I can, like, go skate anywhere. And, like, go get anything.
Exactly.
Like, Walmart's literally, like, right across the street. Target's right there. Everything. Food, restaurants,
the recruiting
the
center,
mall.
You can go to the Army, dude.
That's literally right there.
I know.
I can see it from my window.
I have bad juju with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Bad juju or like
I'm
you
a
have beef?
dropout. I'm an Army dropout.
You are. You're, what's that called?
I'm AWOL. No,
AWOL.
I didn't go AWOL though, but...
Yeah.
I was supposed to leave Sunday, this upcoming Sunday.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And you just aren't going to
to
go?
Oklahoma.
And did you even tell him anything?
Yeah, I told them. Now they're trying to get me back. They're like, oh, you could do reserve, you could do ROTC. Dude, fuck no. Like,
I was going to go into the Coast Guard, but I couldn't.
The Coast Guard would be sick. They have some pretty dope shit.
I was excited to do it.
That's how I was too. I was going to go to... Okay, so the whole beginning was I wanted to go to the Air Force. Well, me and my dad got into like a huge fight, and like my dad's kind of a big financial... Not so much anymore. Well, I work for my dad.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, if dad's not on your side, you're in a big hole. So me and my dad weren't cool for a while, probably like 4 or 5 months. Didn't talk at all. And I was like, dude, fuck this. I was at COS. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to the Air Force. Hopefully they can get me out before the 2-week time that you have to drop and get a refund. And I wanted to do a special force, like pararescue. I think it's so badass. If I would have gotten that, I would have gone. Like, if I would have gotten that, I would have been out of here. It doesn't matter about anything. But they DQ'd me for being colorblind.
Oh, I was DQ'd for peanut allergy. Like, I was right above the cutoff. Like, you can have allergies.
As long as it's not life-threatening.
Yeah, and mine was basically based off the test. Even though I've had nuts and stuff, it's peanuts. Yeah, and, like, I couldn't... Like, I've had nuts and not died.
Yeah.
But according to the test, I was like, whatever level was... So
did you, when they were asking you the, like, indoctrination questions, you know how, because I'm assuming you talked to your recruiter,
mm-hmm.
How, do you have any allergies, blah, blah, blah. So you're like, yeah, I have a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
So I told him I have a shellfish allergy. So I had shrimp when I was 4 maybe, and I broke out in hives. Haven't had it since. And I go, I think I have a shellfish allergy. But was it life-threatening? No. Okay, we're not going to put it.
Yeah.
And then I've said, I have concussions from playing football. Do they affect you now? No. Okay, we're not going to put it. And then, so you have complete color deficiency. 0, like I got 0 out of 24. I go, well, is there a waiver for that? No, we can't do anything for you. So you want me to lie about all my medical history? And I know you could get a waiver for me, motherfucker. I know you can, because I know people in the Navy that have it. No, I can't do that for you. But you can work air traffic control. I was like, oh yeah, sweet. I want to sit in an air conditioned room all day. When I wanted to jump out of airplanes, that's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna drop out.
Yeah.
So I go to the Army. I wanted to be a combat medic. So I get that. I went to MEPS again in December, and then I had a revelation, probably in January. It's like, dude, I'm working for my dad. I have a girlfriend for 2 years. I have everything I could possibly need. Just got a boat. That was a big factor, actually, getting a boat.
Getting on the boat.
But I can be done at Reedley in 2 semesters, be at Fresno State, get a master's in plant science. I'll be done when I'm 25, 26. Instead of getting out of the Army when I'm 24 and starting at COS. Because I know a dude that's 25 right now, and he's in his 2nd semester at COS. And for ag, it's a lot of the relationships that you build, not so much what you know, but who you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be set back so far. I was kind of an asshole back then, too. 6 months ago or whatever. I was just
big life change.
Super big.
Did
Like
you do
that was what
mushrooms or
I needed it though. Like
did a DMT trip or something change your life?
I wish. No, fuck that. I've seen videos about that shit.
I would do it. I want to do it before I die, for sure.
You're gonna be that old dude? That old dude that wears the sandals and just acid maniac?
No,
that'd be sick, dude.
like I just
no, you should do that.
Like I would totally go to like South America and do it once. Yeah.
You have to do it like 3 times while you're there to make it worth it.
Dude.
I think that, but isn't it, the trip depends on your mindset going into it?
Yeah, and like a lot of it is like environmental too.
So if you're in a stressful situation, you're gonna have a bad trip.
Yeah. Which I don't think anybody's had a good trip on DMT. It's really self-reflective. Like when I've done psychedelics, like I when I did acid, I like had an insanely bad trip.
Tab?
Like
acid tab?
Yeah, I had like
you put in your
3
tongue?
tabs, and like Sour Patch Kids.
Dude, you're a maniac.
Yeah. Which
So
I had done mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Like I don't do
just
them.
Eat them, right?
Yeah, I've only done them twice.
My friend says he doesn't get that big of a trip. He just says it makes him like that mushrooms and Xanax. He takes it and then gets super tired, goes to sleep, and doesn't.
Why does he take them together?
No, he doesn't take them together,
Oh.
but they have the same kind of effect on him where he takes it, he kind of has a trip, goes to sleep, wakes up, doesn't remember anything.
Oh, mushrooms is... he must be having some bunk stuff. Because it's the opposite. Like, you can't sleep.
Really? It just keeps you up?
Oh, yeah. Like, when I did mushrooms, I took it like 10, and I was up all night.
Have you done Adderall?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, pretty much?
Adderall just makes you wired. Whereas, like, with mushrooms, it's like your brain is so on overcharge. Like, your brain is so loud you can't sleep. If that it even makes sense. Yeah. Like, you're thinking so much that you just can't. Like, your brain's racing.
So your body wants to sleep, but your brain is, I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it was weird.
So you're just laying in bed and have your eyes
thinking
closed?
About the universe and shit. Yeah, which, like, mushrooms...
Dude, so do you get, like, super... So I'm, like... I don't know if I want to say it. But, like, I'm super... It's nerdy, because, like, I write down all these, like, invention thoughts I have on my phone.
Yeah.
So would you say if you did a psychedelic, like, does your mind go through this inventor process of, like... I mean, it might be stupid when you wake up the next day and read it, because, like, you might be, holy shit, I was fucked up. But do you, like, go into a completely different zone?
From my experience, no. Not from psychedelics. Maybe, like, weed. Yeah. You can get creative. But the thing is like, you'll go in with, like, like, when I did mushrooms the first time, I was, like, I had, like, depression issues and stuff like that, so I was, like, I really want to, like, I heard it was therapeutic. Like, that's why I wanted to do it. It wasn't just a trip for fun. Like, I wanted to, like, get something out of it. And so... that's really what I went in, and like I had a bunch of stuff that I was like thinking about that I would like really worry about.
Yeah.
And like basically like I just had a rough breakup at the time, a bunch of other personal stuff that I was like, I know this is gonna come up on this trip, like in my brain, and like for example, like I remember I was like tripping, and like I thought about my ex, and I was like, why does it even matter? Like, that's literally, like, it just was like, and that was that. Like, it was like, it just proved it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, there's better things to think about than that. But, like, no, I wouldn't say it, because, like, I feel like you'd get so distracted. Or you wouldn't be able to focus necessarily.
Your brain's just going
your brain's going everywhere. Shit. Like, I had, like, an out-of-body experience and crap. Like, I wasn't even, like, in my physical state anymore.
You were just completely free-floating out of your form.
Yeah, I went, there's like this mountain you can go to in Tehachapi. It's like called Mountain Park. It's like a campground, but there's like this like rock formation overlooking like this massive valley.
So it's like Rocky Hill. Have you been to Rocky Hill?
No, but I've heard of it. So, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah. so me and my friend went up there, and he was like sober. He was just babysitting me, and like I think like around 2 hours in, like the sky, it was pitch black outside, and like the sky turned like a lavender color, and it was like the stars and the moon were like twice as close. Like it was huge. It looked like you know an Avatar, like and it shows like the moons and they're like really. It looked like that. Yeah, it looked like that, and I was like, what the heck? But it doesn't freak you out. You're just kind of like.
So have you seen the Family Guy video where they do psychedelics?
Where he takes mushrooms?
Yeah, and
that's how acid was.
He has the good trip, and then it turns to bad.
That was how acid was.
Falling and all that shit.
Yeah, that's how acid was for me. It was terrible. Man. I would never do acid again, ever.
So...
That was awful.
Did you have someone babysitting you when you were on acid too, or were you guys all...
I was in like... So acid was a crazy story. I like impulse got it from like...
How much is it?
Not expensive. Like I think for like 3 tabs I probably paid like $40.
What?
Yeah, it's not bad. Mushrooms is pretty expensive.
Yeah. So that's like an eighth, pretty much, plus $10.
For like an eighth, it's like $50.
Yeah.
For mushrooms, whereas like 3 tabs, which like a lot of people can get a crazy experience off of just one, you can get like 3 for $40. So it's way cheaper than mushrooms. But so I had taken it, and like I was in my friend's place. And, like, I was kind of, like, hallucinating, like, a little bit. Like, I wasn't seeing stuff that wasn't there, but, like mushrooms is kind of the same way. Like, if I was looking at that curtain over there, like, it would be, like, moving in different ways and patterns and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of how you first start tripping. Yeah. I was like, this is it. This is acid. And I was, like, looking in the mirror at myself, and, like, my face was changing stuff. I'm like, this is cool. This is what it's like.
Yeah.
And, like, me and my friend, like, went around, and I was like, all right. And I felt, like, normal. I was like, okay, I'm coming down. I was like, that was kind of, like, not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And then, so, that's what I thought. And so we went to one of his friend's house. I'd never met them before. And I totally, like, it's an environmental drug. Totally, psychedelics are. So, like, we went to his friend's house, never met them before. And, like, totally out of my comfort zone. And, like, they had this dog that was, like, freaking out, like, just annoying. And, like, we went out, and, like, my friend had told one of the girls there, he was like, yeah, my friend, like, did acid. And he thinks he's, like, coming down. He didn't really have that great of experience. We, like, smoke him out. So he has, like, a good time or whatever. Yeah. She was like, oh, yeah, for sure. So, like, we went out and, like, smoked, like, 2 bowls.
Whoa.
And, and then, like, I came in and I was, like, super high. And then and then she, like, made me a drink. I think that's, like, what did it.
Just boom.
And, like, the moment I started sipping, something just hit me. And I was like, oh, no. Like, that's literally what I felt. Like, I was like, this is going to get terrible. Like, this is all, like, I was so, like, I don't even know. And I just was like, I need to sit down. Like, I went and sat down, and I was just, like, sitting there, like, oh, my gosh. Like, freaking out. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. And, like, my friend sat down, and I, like, looked at him, and, like, he looks me dead in my eyes, and he's like, you're tripping, huh? And as soon as he said that, he, like, turned into, like, a cartoon, basically. Like, that's what he looked like.
So did that scare you?
It was just freaky, but it was like him. He looked like a caricature.
Yeah.
Caricature, like, didn't look like him. He looked like him as in, like, if someone drew him, and, like, all the surroundings around him was, like, pitch black. I just saw him.
Holy shit.
Like, it was like as if I was, like, in this completely blacked out environment with, like, just him, like, looking at me.
Face, yeah.
And, like, basically the room just kept switching and switching and switching to all these different realities. Like, one of them was, like, pixelated. One of them was, like, the Matrix. One of them was, like yawn. It was like everything was made out of like this material, like plush.
So it's just all a completely different scenario.
A bunch, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different kinds.
And then how long did that must have felt like forever, right?
Forever, it felt like.
But you
and
know
then we
how
left.
Long it took actually, like in real time.
I think an acid trip's like 6-7 hours.
Holy shit.
Which I think like I peaked around like 5 hours. Which as shrooms I peaked around like 2. But, like, yeah, it was crazy. And we were, like, driving home. And, like, it seemed like, you know those old arcade racing games? Like, old.
Yeah.
And it's, like, pixelated. It was like that. Like, driving around. And I was just like, this is terrible. And then I could not sleep. Like, I was just, like, couldn't talk. Like, my friend was asking me questions. I was, like, looking him dead in the face and, like, wanting to answer. But I couldn't, like, physically answer back.
This is acid, right?
This is acid.
Yeah, fuck no.
Yeah, I'll never do it again. It was a crap experience. I had a total ego death. And, like, I remember, like, laying in bed as, like, I kind of knew I was going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will never be able to see this reality like ever the same. And I was like, completely like, my life's fucked from this. Like, that's literally what I was thinking. Like, my life's over. Like, it's over. I won't be able to live normally again. I woke up and I was fine. Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Where's the bathroom?
It's right over there. Like,
Alright.
if you go through the hall and just straight, you'll see. Well, did you even finish the beer? No, look at you.
Yeah, I did.
You're breaking the seal already. Look
It's
at you.
been
Oh, yeah,
finished.
you cracked
Dude,
it.
I'm a beer hound, dude.
A beer hound.
Left?
Nope, that's my room. Just go
Straight.
straight. Yep. All right, he's back from the bathroom.
Okay. So,
You got a powerful stream, bro.
dude, you can hear it?
I could hear it.
I've been holding that for a while.
It was-
Actually, no, because I took a piss before I came.
Yeah.
In preparation for that.
Dude, when I went and met you guys for the first time, I was leaving my apartment, and like I told myself, I was like, I have to piss before, because I already had to pee.
Yeah.
And like before I knew it, I was driving over there, and like I didn't.
Did you go to the gas station?
No.
Pee? No, you
Like I
held it?
legit had to piss that whole time.
You held it?
Yeah.
Dude, good. That bathroom's trippy, dude.
I like forgot. Like once we were at dinner, I like
Yeah.
kind of got over it. But like once we like got back, like remember we were like I was sipping on that beer,
Yeah.
and like that's when it hit me again. I was like, fuck this. And that's I was like, I can't, like I'm gonna piss myself.
gotta go.
And I told Phoebe, I was like, we gotta go. Like I'm going to pee myself. And she was like, all right. And we dipped.
Yeah, that would have been. I think there's a line for the men's bathroom too. I shit you not.
Yeah,
Bro.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, I don't know. You guys were cool. Like I mean, yeah, I was nervous to like meet you guys, but like you guys are totally normal. You guys are a lot like my
I
family.
should have been a total hard ass.
Phoebe told me, she was like, my brother's probably gonna be a dick on purpose, and I was like, all right.
Nah.
And she was like freaking out. She was like a little like
She's
worried
scared.
about it. I was like, look, it's like I'm a dude. I have sisters too. Like I get it. Like, and I was like, there's nothing he's gonna say to me that'll be like actually like offensive to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sensitive at all. Like if anything, I'm a banter back and forth. Like
Yeah.
I was like, so
Fuck
stop.
yeah. That's exactly how Robert is.
Yeah.
He's just like, I remember I tried to talk shit to him like, well, I met him when I was really young, but when I started to get older and it's back and forth, so it's no fun.
Yeah.
Cause like the only time I like talking to people is when you can tell it's affecting them. That I don't know. I feed off that. Like that's fun for me. Is kind of fucking with someone's mental, but when it's back and forth, it's just like, oh, okay, we're friends. Like shit like that. All right, so. Oh, you know what I was gonna ask you when we met? I was gonna ask you what your favorite Travis Scott album is.
I liked Astroworld. I didn't really listen to him until then though. I don't listen to a ton of rap, honestly.
Me neither.
It's not my favorite genre.
I
So
used to
like
be super into it. Like I used to think I was black, dude. Not that rap music is.
yeah.
Yeah, but I used to think I was black, dude. Like.
No, no, my family's like very like I'm the lightest in my family.
Right.
Yeah, like we're all Puerto Rican, so we're like Latinos.
Latino music?
Yeah, but like my mom loves black people, like loves black people. So and like even to a point where like she like probably loves black people more than like.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just personality, right?
Yeah, so like I don't know, like I grew up totally like
Yeah.
I didn't see color.
I don't care about color. The only thing I care about is if you're disrespectful or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck if you're black, yellow, white. I don't fucking care. Because I have friends of all types. I've talked to all types of them. And the only thing that really pisses me off is people that are disrespectful or they feel entitled. Like,
yeah.
that's what pisses me off.
Yeah. Like Zion's, he's like a mix. Like he grew up in San Diego, so he's like kind of whitewashed.
Yeah.
But like he has his roots.
Yeah. He has his roots.
You know, like he's born in Jamaica.
Really?
Like, born in Jamaica.
Does he have the accent or no?
No. Born in Jamaica, like grew up in Miami, and then like moved to San Diego like in high school, like beginning of high school, junior high. Went there, and then moved to Tehachapi. But like he went to like a prep white school.
Yeah.
So like he was like totally whitewashed.
Completely surrounded.
Yeah.
There's no getting out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you are who you're surrounded by, so.
Yeah. And he like loves video games and anime. Like that's his thing.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. He's very
So do you like video games?
and he's
too?
funny. I play. I'm not that great. Like I'm not super like he is like extreme gamer level.
Does
Like
he
I can't
play
keep
like
up with him.
for competitive and shit?
Yeah, like I can't
Yeah.
play competitive games. Like I get pissed because I'm just like not great at them.
Yeah.
And like also like I don't care enough to like actually like try to get good at them.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
just sit there and play and play
Yeah.
and play.
Like I like RPGs
Yeah.
and like open world games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That are more like single player. Like I'll play the crap out of
So
those.
do you like Fallout?
Yeah, I've played
Yeah.
all of them. And the newest one, like 76,
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
Have you played it?
No, I got it for Robert and he did not like it.
It's terrible.
I watched like YouTube gameplay and
It's
it's
so
just,
bad.
it didn't look very good, and the whole, it seems like there's no real plot to it.
None.
Like you're kind of just wandering around.
And there's no people. Like there's no
Yeah.
like like
It's just an apocalypse, and it's just fucking debris everywhere. Like that's what it is.
And like there's nothing to explore, nothing to loot. Like
Yeah.
it was boring to say the least.
I know.
And-
I can't even watch the fucking gameplay, a walkthrough, because it's so fucking boring.
yeah, and the part where I was like, screw this game, like 100%, I was done with it. Like there was this point where I was like sneaking,
Right.
and like I could see a super mutant through a window, like an open window, and I went to shoot him, and like the bullet hit like the
Like if there
window,
was to be
as if
glass
there
there.
was a window there,
Yeah.
and that's when I was like, I hate this game. Like even Fallout 4, you could shoot through Fallout New Vegas, you could shoot through windows. That's why I was like, screw this game. This game was rushed. This game's garbage.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I like deleted it immediately. I like
Yeah.
pre-ordered it and everything.
You were that fed up?
Yeah, I was pissed. I was absolutely pissed.
So do you like Far Cry?
I do like Far
That's
Cry.
an open world, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Skyrim. Like I'm playing Skyrim right now. Like and like I've played it on and off.
So you play on Xbox,
Yeah,
PlayStation,
Xbox.
Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play a lot of like sports, like 2K, Madden. I kind of get into racing games every once in a while.
Forza? Did any
Forza.
Forza come out?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah. It's sick, huh?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I have like Black Ops and all that stuff. I just
Yeah.
don't. I'm not good at it, so like I don't play very often.
I think I sold my Xbox in. I've been through 3 Xbox ones. I'll
Really?
buy one and then I'll sell it. I think I sold it probably last. No. Because I was still playing fucking Fortnite in college. So it had to be maybe September, October. But yeah, I used to be super like competitive. Like I thought I was gonna be a fucking pro gamer, dude.
With what?
Call of Duty, dude.
Call of Duty.
Like I literally, my freshman year in high school, I quit baseball and I just go home and play Call of Duty all day from 3 o'clock to like 11 or whatever, dude. Call of Duty. I think it was Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Call of Duty Ghosts at the time. That's my favorite Call of Duty too. People don't like it, but that's my favorite.
I think my roommate's prestiged 4 times.
Really.
Yeah.
In Black Ops.
Black Ops 4.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It just came out in November too.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like
So
he's
that's like level. He's like level 400, right?
something crazy like that.
Yeah, and there's 1,000 levels. Dude, I mean that's cool though, because I know a dude he's already max prestiged out, and he doesn't play anymore because there's no point.
Yeah. Like.
But that's fucking crazy. I can't play multiplayer that much.
No, I get bored
Yeah.
and I'm frustrated.
I mean, if I'm playing by myself, yeah, it's gonna be boring. With friends, it's cool, but
Yeah. He's like that with every game though. Like
Just-
everything he plays, he's good at. Like Overwatch. Have you
he's
played
just good at he's just
like
good
he's
at video
prestige
games.
a couple times on Overwatch. Anything. I like we're getting Anthem when Anthem comes out. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
We played the demo this weekend. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks fun. So we're probably gonna both play that. Which we've both been looking forward to that game since they like first even talked about it, which was like a couple years ago. So that game will be tight.
What
But-
game just came out? It's a big mainstream game. I don't know what it is. I always have these moments though where I see a game and I'm like, fuck, that'd be so sick. And I think about getting an Xbox again.
Yeah.
But then I don't end up getting it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like when someone asks you what your favorite movie is.
Yeah. You go
You
bring
put
it.
on the
Mine when I'm doing the podcast is names. Like
Really?
I can't like I'll be like, oh yeah, this
Talking about a certain person. and
Yeah,
then-
like it just does not come to me.
Yeah.
Which I'm already crappy with names anyways.
You are.
Ted.
Have you seen Fuck! It's a movie. It's the Playboy bunny chick that goes to college. Blonde girl. Anyway, she says her way to remember names is she goes like Oliver, Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Uh-huh.
Housemates. It's called Housemates, I think.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen it.
Well, I don't know why I brought that up, but that's how she remembers names. I'm pretty good at names. I'm pretty good at matching a name to a face. Unless I haven't seen them in a long time, then it's like, hey, man.
Mine is just random. Like, I can't point out what makes me remember someone.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, like, I'll go up to meet somebody, and, like, I'll, like, shake their hand, and, like, in that process, I don't even hear them when they say their name.
Yeah. So
like
you already saw off on a bad foot. Like,
totally, because, like, at that point, what are you going to be like, oh, what's your name again?
Yeah, what was
like,
that?
5 seconds after, they just, like, it's just weird. So then I'm like, oh, I don't want to ask what their name is. And then I just, like, sit around and hope someone says their name, and usually they don't, and then I'm just, like, screwed. So I call, like, a lot of time I say, like, boss or, like, dude at my job and stuff like that.
What's up, boss?
What's up, boss?
I used to always say that at the gym. Because that's a hard place to remember names.
Totally.
Is when you see a lot of people and, like, what's up, boss? But, like, you want to learn names because whenever someone working at a gym says what's up to me and they say that, I'm like, dude, you don't know my fucking name.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, one dude called me out.
He's like, he's like, you don't know my name, huh?
Like at work, it's like an owner or manager at one of the stores, and I've seen him a couple times, and like he's always super cool to me, and I was like, what's up, boss? He's like, what's your name again? And I was like, oh, Josiah. He was like, I knew it was like a biblical name. He was like, I always want to say Joshua or whatever. I was like, yeah, that happened. And he was like, what's my name? And I was like, he's like,
yeah, we're in the same boat, brother. What's your name?
Yeah, and like, yeah. But his name's David, and that's my middle name, so like that's how I remember.
So you make connections.
Yeah, I have to, but it's always different, like some weird connection.
My thing is like features, like if they have a fucked up grill, I'm gonna remember their name because like, oh, that's the person with the fucked up grill, like, you know what I mean, or like the super badass eyebrows, like it's just stuff like that, like facial features that I pair it to.
Yeah, I don't know.
David and Josiah.
Yeah. So that's how I remember. Like even sometimes like there's this one dude that like I go and see him like every week because he manages, but he's just super cool to hang out with. We talk about Joe Rogan. We talk about podcast. Like
dude,
fuck
Joe Rogan. I'm sorry, you like Joe Rogan?
I love Joe Rogan.
Fuck Joe Rogan. He pisses me off, dude.
Why?
I'm coming for his ass, dude. That's why I'm starting my podcast actually. Fuck for having a reason to talk to my friend. I'm coming for fucking Joe Rogan's ass. Me and him are gonna debate, and I'm gonna blow him out of the water, dude. That's what's gonna happen.
Why? I feel like he'd be on your side with a lot of stuff. He's like the...
Because he's a dick rider, dude. Whoever goes on a show, especially...
Well, you have to be.
Dude, no. I mean, like, it's cool to be friends, but...
Like, what if I was just an asshole to you this whole time?
Then I'd be like, dude, I'll be an asshole back. No, but his thing is he's cool until... the thing that really bothers me is the whole politics thing. When people start talking about politics on a show... One episode he's on one side, and the next episode he's on the other.
Well, that's because he's like libertarian, so he doesn't have one. Yeah. So I like his stuff.
But
I like his show more than him, if that makes sense.
Like, the concept of a show and who goes on it. Yeah.
But
do you watch Pat McAfee's?
No, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I listen to Joe Rogan. I listen to a Fighter and the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Who's
like
that?
Chris D'Elia. You've never heard that one? That one's funny. It's like, he's funny. That's really like, who was like, you know what? I'm going to do a podcast.
Yeah. Like,
it's that podcast.
Have you...
Theo Vaughn's is good.
Have you heard Brilliant Idiots? It's like Charlamagne the God and Brent Grimes' wife and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's Charlamagne.
I listen to like Breakfast Club and stuff with them.
Breakfast Club's good.
But, yeah.
It's just funny because the people they have on it. Every single entertainer they bring on is a different character just to be entertained by pretty much.
Yeah. No, I love podcasts, dude. But, yeah, I can see your point of view. I like his stuff. Did you see the Alex Jones thing? Dude.
No.
So, like, Alex Jones...
The last one I watched was Elon Musk.
Oh.
That was the last one I watched.
Gotcha. And you, like, smoke pot?
Yeah. But dude... That didn't even matter to me. The thing that's crazy about him is he's pretty fucked up, like in his head. Like, did you listen?
You
to
have
it?
to be. Yeah. You have to be.
He's every single person like that. It's like a super genius is definitely
he's
autistic to some point to where they don't articulate and are on the same level as normal people. But yeah, just listening to him talk, it seems like there's a lot of demons going on.
Yeah, he's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's strange.
That's what was super interesting to me, was just listening to how he talks, and because you can tell right away that he's not really happy with who he is, or you know what I mean, like.
I feel like he just. I think more than that. I think he just is so. He doesn't know how to portray that.
Yeah.
He's awkward.
Yeah, he's super awkward.
Yeah, I think it was more that than like.
And the weird thing is like how he, it's almost like an underlying tone or something. Because when he's telling him, oh man, and like Joe Rogan's like, man, I wish I could be you. He's like, yeah, ha ha. No, you don't. Like stuff like that. Like that's kind of like you could have articulated that better to be like, oh, you know, maybe not so much. You want to be like me. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with me that a normal person wouldn't want in their life. But I mean, then again, Joe Rogan's a fucking celebrity too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I'd like to be a celebrity for a day just to see how it is.
Just to see, like,
how
fame.
Completely different. Like Michael Jackson, have you seen that thing where they set up a grocery store for him and filled it with his friends so he can go grocery shopping and not have to be completely swarmed by people. He could feel like a normal person. Like shit like that. So I imagine that's how it is for any moderately big celebrities. I mean, but then again, if you're in Hollywood...
That's what Joe Rogan was... Like, he was just talking with Travis Barker.
Yeah.
About when Elon Musk came. And he said that the... like, he came with, like, a team of dudes who, like, came in before Elon did. Yeah. And, like, scoped the place out.
Just to make sure there wasn't anyone that was...
And then he came in.
Yeah.
And it's just stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
so imagine doing that every day in your life. Every single place you
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Or, like, paparazzi and stuff. Like, I couldn't deal with that. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'd fight people, dude. Like, I couldn't deal.
It's crazy. They cause, like, car wrecks and shit, too.
Yeah.
That's fucking... I mean, that princess chick died, or... Yeah, she fucking died. What was her name? Princess Diana?
Yeah.
Yeah, she fucking died over it. Like, I get that's your job, but fuck off, dude.
Yeah, it's
I was reading... Because I was watching the Lindsay Lohan Beach Club or whatever it's
called.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen that? Dude. Fucking retarded. But it's kind of... Dude, it's weird because, like, I get into it. Like, I want to see the next season already. I don't know why.
Did you watch the, I haven't seen it yet, but the, I heard good stuff about it, the, like, Abducted in Plain Sight. Have you watched it yet?
No, I've just seen stuff on Twitter.
I heard it's really interesting. But I can't watch stuff like that.
No.
Because it, like, that actually freaks me out and, like, affects me.
Yeah.
And, like my day-to-day stuff. Like, and it makes me hate people. If I watch stuff like that. Like, stuff that's real and really happened, and I can't watch stuff like that. Like, I can watch, like, horror and scary movies.
But real life situations, like, I've seen stuff, I was going through Twitter, I don't know why. I was looking at a thread, and it's literally, like, the 50 worst, or 50, like, most cold-blooded serial killings documented. Mm-hmm. And that shit just freaked me out. One of them was the Colorado shooting in the movie theater at the Batman.
Yeah.
Like, one was like that, one was another chick got cut in half, some dude...
The Orlando one? The gay club or whatever?
Or not strip club, gay club, yeah.
Yeah, gay bar. I think it was like a gay.
And then the video game tournament, that one literally just happened. The Madden tournament.
That's crazy.
Like, it's stuff like that that makes me... I didn't think anxiety was real until, like, I don't know. It's been really prominent in my life, actually, recently, because there was that shooting at the mall, and it was in the JCPenney parking lot, and we were literally less than 100 yards away walking out of Yogurtland. And you just hear all the shots. So now, every single place I go, if I hear anything like pop, or I'm looking at someone and they look suspicious, I'm like, dude, they have a fucking gun on them. Yeah. Shit like that, it just like makes me super paranoid, and I didn't know anxiety was really like that, but it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of grateful I didn't go to the Army and get thrown into an infantry platoon. Because if I came back, because like I know they say it's hard to adjust back to being a civilian, but imagine you're around that for 9 months, just pop, 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 pop all the time, wondering, you know, what's going to happen. And then you come back home and it's just, it has to be a shit show. And my dad was telling me his buddy was in Vietnam. He got drafted when he was 18, and he was in the Army Rangers because he was super athletic, so they wanted him to do it, so he did it. And their way of getting intel in Vietnam was they drop you behind enemy lines, and then you run back to where your squadron's at, and you're just getting fucking shot at. Like, that was their way to get intel back in the day.
Jeez.
So when he came back, it's probably like a week, and he was with his girlfriend, and they were in an intersection, parked in the car, and there was a jackhammer going, boo, 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 and he was laying on the ground, and he almost, like, pissed himself. He was crying because he was so scared, and she's like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, shit like that freaks me out. Yeah. So anxiety is a whole different monster to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's just a mindset, dude. Like,
Anxiety?
pussy. Yeah, I used to always be like, dude, it's just a mindset. Because I've never been through it. I never had super bad anxiety.
Oh, yeah. No, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It trips me the fuck out.
Yeah. I get weird socialing. I actually, like, it's toned down a lot.
Really?
Like, yeah, when I was in, like, high school, and, like, towards the end of high school, I had really bad anxiety issues.
Just being around people that you don't know.
Yeah, and, like, just when I started my job, like,
Yeah.
stuff like that, I
You
would
have
just
to
get
talk to
so
people.
freaked out. Like,
Yeah.
your brain just eventually gets to the point where you're like, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Like, and you have to, like, go and take a breath for a second. It's terrible.
That's fucking crazy.
Just normal situations. Like, I went to, when I first came here, like, my aunt was trying to, like, get me to go get, like, back involved with, like, church stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, already kind of, like, on the fence about it. And, like, I went to, like, one of the youth group things downtown.
Yeah.
And it was, like, not that it was awful, but, like, that experience for me was so hard.
Yeah.
Because I was, like, I'm new town, don't know any of these people.
You don't
Already
want-
in an uncomfortable situation. Like, I was just, like, and I could not, like,
Yeah.
enjoy it. Because I was just so freaked out the whole time.
Yeah. That's it's so crazy.
Yeah. I always envied people. Like, Zion's like that. Like, he can just go out anywhere, make friends with anybody.
Yeah. So I don't have social anxiety. Like, I could talk to anyone. I don't care who you are. I think that really helped me working at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Was because you have to literally greet everyone and people talk
Yeah.
to you. So it's practicing talking to people.
Yeah.
But it's all in my head. Like, when I'm in certain situations, that's where I get really bad anxiety. Or I've always been the way where I don't really care what people think about me, but I would think, oh, what are they thinking about me right now? Just walking. Like, I'm just walking.
Yeah.
What are they thinking about me?
Yeah, I
That
used to
shit
be that way
used to
too.
just plague me.
I would have to, like, sit on my phone
Yeah.
to, like, occupy my time. Because, like, I couldn't, like, sit around and look. Because I'd be, like, the moment I made eye contact, I'd be like,
It's weird, yeah. So, but that first semester I had COS, when I was just walking through the quad, I would just be walking, I'll smile at people like, I don't really care. I think you grow out of it at some point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, now it's all like me, myself, putting myself in situations, or thinking that I'm in a situation that I'm
Yeah.
not in.
I mean, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Be
Well, I mean,
heads
it
up.
always keeps you, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of been like that, is like, if I go somewhere, where's the exits at? What am I going to do? But now it's
Yeah.
like kind of taking over.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like, I'm super, not paranoid, but, like, I have, a
plan,
protective
yeah.
mindset of, like, I can notice when something's sketchy and, like, already know what I would do in case of something happened.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, looking
For it,
shit
yeah.
to pop off, you know?
That's my problem right now, is like I kind of look for it, or like if someone like looks kind of like suspicious, like
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So,
I work in gas stations all day, dude.
dude, I went to a gas station last week to get oil for the forklift because the hydraulics were bad. It was one way out on Shirk, and I'm like, this based off where you're at, this is gonna be a good gas station. So I walk in, and then as I'm in there looking for it, I don't want to label them, but they definitely were gangbangers, and like it's 10 a.m. and they're getting 40s and shit. And hey, what's up, fool? Like shit like that, like not to be, yeah.
I get, yeah.
Yeah, but no, literally, I did see a gun on one of them, like on his waist, and that shit just freaked me out. Like I had this on, I had a coat over it, I had my pants on, I had a beanie on, and by the time that I was standing in the line, I was like, please hurry up, please hurry up, please hurry up, like let this transaction go fast.
Oh, yeah.
And by the time I got to my dad's truck, I was just drenched in sweat.
Jeez.
It was bad. And I don't know why it's like that. I don't know.
No, I see a lot of crazy shit
Yeah.
out and about.
Okay, so what's the craziest thing you've seen? Like, have you been there, like, when something gets robbed?
Yeah.
No
like
shit.
Yeah, one time I was in AM/PM in Lemoore,
Uh-huh.
like the new one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever go out that direction.
Just on the freeway.
Yeah, they have a new one open over there. But, so I went out there.
Moore's ghetto, huh?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't work out there anymore. I used to, though. But I went in there, and it was crazy. So I went, like, everything was normal, and I went in the cooler to, like, stock.
Yeah.
And then, like, I came out, and all the lights were shut off. Like, the music was shut off. And all I could hear was, like, screaming.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck? And it was, like, they, like, legit, like, shut the place down.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So did the guys who robbed it, were they still in there while it was shut down?
Mm-hmm. Like, they were, like, had them at gunpoint. They were, like, entering the registers and crap. They have, like, 4 registers.
Did they catch them?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was weird.
So did you just stay back there?
I just stood where I was. I was like, whatever.
Did they see you?
I don't know. Like, it's pretty open. Like,
yeah.
I came out and I just was like, everything was, it was such a, like, crazy fast moment.
Experience, yeah. I don't think people that go into robberies, that's, like, my thing, though. Like, when I think about it, when I'm not in the situation, they're not there to shoot someone.
No.
It's just a tactic to scare you.
Most of the time, they don't even have the guns loaded because they don't want to accidentally have
shoot someone. Like, but at that moment, it's gotta be terrifying. Like,
yeah, especially when it's like getting pointed at you. Like, I got a gun pulled on me like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Outside the Little Caesars right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, Shady Street, really, like shady.
Yeah.
Like the name matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some fucking goons down there, huh?
Yeah. It was weird. I was
Why?
So we went in and like
Zion?
I was with Phoebe. Like, she
Oh.
doesn't know that happened. She didn't see it.
Oh.
She was there.
Does she listen?
I don't know.
Phoebe would have freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, I know. I haven't told her.
Like, she's worse than me.
Yeah, I didn't tell her. And like I could tell she didn't see.
Yeah.
So I haven't like said anything.
What do you want?
So like so we were walking in and he's like, "Hey bro, you got any change or whatever?"
Oh, God.
And I was like and like I didn't even look at him. I knew he was talking to me, but I was like,
Just act like you didn't hear him.
which I usually don't care. Like,
Yeah.
but he didn't look homeless. Like, he was like completely normal looking. Like, he didn't look homeless. Didn't look like he needed it. So like whatever. And I just usually have like a good feeling about it anyways. And I just was like whatever. So I just ignored him. Like, I didn't even look at him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I told him no. It wasn't like I told him to F off or anything like that. I just didn't even look at him. And as I'm walking in, I can hear him say, "Oh, well, fuck you too." And like I got so pissed immediately.
So you turned around and said something?
And I turned out, and he had started to walk away, and I was like, "Oh, whatever." And so we went in. We're sitting in there, and we get our pizza, and we're walking out, and he asked me again for money, and I just looked at him, and like I don't know what caused me to do it, but it was just like an impulse thing. But I like took the change I just gotten, like coins and stuff, and I just tossed it at him, like I just
like
on the ground. And like he like pulled his shirt up and like showed and everything, and like he was like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Yeah.
Like it was just such a fast moment where I was just like, and the weird thing is like I wasn't even scared. Like if anything, I was thinking more about Phoebe than I was about getting shot. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just like put her in that situation.
Yeah.
And like I look in the car, and she's like on her phone. She wasn't even looking. So I was like, I just like got in the car and like pulled away, and she was like, "Why do you do stuff like that?" Like that's what she said to me. She was like, "Why are you that way?" And I was like, "I don't know." Because like I told her, like she could tell I was pissed when we went in.
Yeah, right away you can tell. Yeah. And
I was like, "Oh," like he just like told like he was like, "Fuck you too," and like she was like, "Oh, whatever." And I was telling her, I was like, "I don't know why that's pissing me off, but it did." And so she like already knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And then when he asked me again, I tossed the change.
And
I like got in the car, and she was like, "Why do you do stuff like that?"
Damn, I wouldn't even do that, dude. You're fucking savage.
I don't.
I would just be like, dude, here.
No.
I mean, I get the fuck you too, but like, the thing is, people who ask for money, like, "Oh, do you have money for gas?" No, we don't. Boom, drives off.
Yeah.
Like they did the same shit to my mom. My mom gave him $20 for gas, and then they drove off. They didn't even fill their tank up.
Oh.
Shit like that. But like,
I had a guy ask for me to help fill his tank and give him some cash because he was like this Middle Eastern dude, and he was like really well dressed.
Yeah.
Like driving an Escalade, had his family in the car.
Yeah.
So like he like knocked on my window. I was parked, and he's like, "Hey, like we just got our bags like stolen, and it has like our passports, our license, everything, like all of our money."
Yeah.
I was like, I just have like enough to like feed my family or whatever, and he was saying that they were driving from San Francisco and they had a flight at LAX.
Fuck.
And I was like,
drive.
yeah, I was like, damn, dude. Like everything he explained to me checked out. Like I had no reason to like be suspicious or whatever.
Yeah.
And he like, so like I went in, I pulled him like a couple $100 and like filled his tank, and he like gave me like 2 gold rings. Like, and like an 18 karat gold chain and crap. Like he gave me a bunch of crap. Yeah.
So he really needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I like talked with him as he filled the tank up and everything.
Yeah.
And then like just a couple days ago, I like sat and talked with this homeless lady for like an hour, just talking about life.
Where at?
Off of Ben Maddox, the Valero on Houston. Ben Maddox in Houston. There's like a Valero.
Like Golden West?
Yeah, yeah. It's like across from Jack in the Box over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I was out there and we just sat and talked. I like bought her
No rhyme or
nachos and the
reason,
coffee.
just-
Yeah. So like I'm generous. Like that's the thing. Like I have no problem giving.
See, I'm a cold motherfucker. I don't give anyone anything. I don't care.
Oh really?
Like,
No, I'll help people out, but I have to have like a good gut feeling about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know why I do it, and there's nothing like specific people that I look for. I just have a good feeling about it.
yeah, like you get a good vibe from them. So.
Yeah, and that dude was like, "Why are you even asking me for money? Like you don't look like you need it."
Yeah.
You know, and that's like really all I thought. Like, and that's why I just ignored him.
Yeah, like you don't.
Like I didn't want to have to tell him
Yeah.
no. Like I just was like, I'm just gonna act like it ain't here.
If someone asks me though, I'll be nice, but I'm like, no, I'm sorry, dude. I don't
Yeah.
have. Like I only have a card.
Yeah, and the fact that he's like, "Fuck you too," and then asked again.
Yeah, that's probably that would have set me off too.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is like when you're telling me that, so I might actually go into the army as an officer.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come back, I know for sure I'm gonna carry a gun on me. So if he lifted his shirt up, I probably would have fucking shot him if I had a gun on me.
Yeah, you could.
'Cause,
technically.
A lot of the dudes that like I watch like former Navy SEALs and shit, they carry it right here. Well, it's in a holster, but it's a Glock, and they carry it hot. So there's already one in the chamber, so literally they can pull out and shoot you in a second.
Yeah.
So if that happened to me and he showed me his gun, I probably would have fucking shot him.
Yeah, I can't carry weapons
Why?
because I had a 5150 case.
What's that?
It's like
Wait, so is it a misdemeanor?
No. It's not a crime.
Oh,
I had
okay.
gone into like a mental facility.
Oh, for like the depression stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're not
But
allowed
it's
to...
under like a technical 5150 holding.
So you're not like fucking white supremacist crazy.
No.
Yeah, it's just the like...
I like the
Anytime someone
it's
checks into
a legal thing.
Yeah.
Like it like because there are like legit crazy ass people in there.
Yeah.
Like schizophrenics and like crazy psychotic people in there. So like it was just like a waiver I had to sign, even though I'm like completely normal. I had to sign off that I was under a 5150 hold, which automatically like I think I can't have concealed carries for like 5 years, something like that. Like I can't buy a knife for a year. Or something
You can't
like
buy a knife? Yeah. Because they're worried about like self-harm and shit?
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And like before I left, they had to like confirm that like the place I was going had like nothing that I could like
Hurt yourself with?
Yeah.
So my old baseball coach, we're like really close. His brother has tried to kill himself before. And it got to a point where they had to take every single thing out of the house that could potentially harm him. So no curtains, nothing.
Yeah.
Like literally the house was fucking stripped bare.
Mm.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. I wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a cool experience. Like it definitely helped me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that you needed.
Yeah. So but yeah, I
So
can't
5150 lasts till 5 years?
I think so.
So till you're 24, 25?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they told me that I was leaving too. I was like, "What the?" And they were like,
Like,
"You have
okay,
to
by the
sign.
way-
You have to sign it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was just so ready to go home
Yeah.
because you can fight it. It just is.
It's not worth it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I was leaving with the intent of like I can't wait to get a firearm. So I don't care.
You're like, oh fuck, I can't wait to go to the gun store.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's not something
Which the
that-
thing is the reason they do that is because there are people that seriously that's all they can think about
It's
is like I
fun.
can't wait to get out so I can like go do exactly what I'm in here for.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like I was in there and there was like this like I don't know what he had to have had some kind of illness, but like mental illness.
Yeah.
But like he told me he was like, yeah, I'm an alcoholic, like really bad alcoholic. And like he was telling me as he was leaving, like he was leaving that day. He was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna like leave. I was like, where are you gonna go from here? He's like, oh yeah, I'll just find a bar or something like that. Like said it so casual. I'm like,
defeats the purpose.
yeah, I'm like, bro, you're gonna pay a lot of money that because you were in here.
So they let people out like that?
Yeah.
So can you just like check yourself out?
No.
But they let you out.
You have to see a psychiatrist. And, like
Dude,
the
so
psych.
that's like a fundamental issue then, because I assume some of these people that do like the shootings and shit, they've been in a mental home before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if that dude just says fucking, oh, I'm gonna just go to a bar.
I was there from Thursday to Sunday. I was there 4 days.
Really?
Yeah.
And then you have to do like a whole exam with a psychiatrist
Yeah, they meet with you every day, and then you have to like get on medication.
and monitor your behavior and shit.
Yeah, like 4 times a day they had
So
to like
was that
check
guy-
my vitals and stuff.
Whoa.
I
So
had
is
to,
that
like,
guy
get
good
blood
at like faking though? Like, do you think that when they were talking to him, like he made it seem.
It was like in the movies, like they gave him his meds and he would like take it out of his lip and like put it in his pocket.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess it can't fucking strap you down when you take it, or like put it in peanut butter.
They do have isolation rooms.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but like
Were they straight jacket you and shit?
Yeah, like straight jacket you and it's like a plush room.
Holy shit!
Isn't that weird?
That'd be fucking sick. Not
like I thought that was
not
fake.
To be in, but to like see it.
Yeah, I thought that was fake. Like I thought that was just like in the movies or like it was like back in the day.
Yeah.
No, they still have
It's
it.
definitely real. Huh.
That would make you freak. I would freak out.
No, you would lose your mind.
I would go crazy.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like the only reason they put you in there is if you're somehow doing harm.
Yeah.
Like if you were like kind of like
trying to kill people.
Yeah, like a Charles Manson. Like you're not really doing anything, but you're so good at talking to people that you can talk someone into doing something.
Yeah.
Or if you have split personality, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. We're an hour and 16.
Hour 16? How long do they usually go? An hour and a half?
Usually when I have guests, I'll talk like an hour.
Okay.
But that's like with people that like we don't just chat like this. Like it's
Yeah.
usually like they're on for a reason. Yeah, they just say what they want to say, and then it's like,
yeah,
you got to find a way to like wrap it up. But like you and I are just talking. That's what's cool about a podcast is you can just like sit and talk.
That's what I want to do. Just like well, I feel like for me it'd be easier because like instead of your friends being 2 hours away, I have all my friends that I've had my whole life here. So I feel like it'd be kind of an easy thing like, to get 3 or 4 people.
Totally.
Hey, come here. We're gonna drink. We're gonna talk.
Totally.
But
yeah, I want to get a camera. That's like my next thing.
And just
and
would you put it this way?
I think I'm gonna try to get away from the whole podcast concept because it's such a pain in the ass to get stuff on like iTunes and Spotify and that kind of thing.
I know. I want to get on iTunes, but like
it's such a pain in the ass, dude.
I know.
And so like
so what you have to go. So it takes you have to submit.
You have to go through all the steps of submitting something, and then
they have to approve it.
They have
and
to
it takes
approve
2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm not even gonna freaking do this. So,
because and a part of it too is like I asked Phoebe if she can make the cover art because if you don't have cover art and it doesn't fit the exact dimensions and like the pixelation shit, then they'll
flag it. Yeah, it's so stupid. So I just kept running into roadblocks. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do purely YouTube, whatever. And then, like, so I was like, you know what? I may as well, like, get a camera and, like, make it, like, the Joe No show instead of it being, like, a podcast where people,
it's
like...
It's an actual show.
It's where you just, like, go and I want to, like, actually have a setup to where I have, like, a desk, I have all the stuff, and then I want to have, like, a monitor behind me that's, like, linked to just, like, my laptop, and it shows what's on my laptop, and I can, like, just pull up clips on YouTube. I can do whatever I want, and that's really what it is. It's, like, more visual. You watch the Joe No show
than just listening.
And
2, YouTube's more accessible. That's accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
iTunes, podcast is free.
Yeah.
But if you don't have an Apple device, then it's going to be harder to.
Yeah. And not everybody uses Spotify either.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stick to YouTube for now. But yeah, I want to get a camera. But yeah.
So do you get paid every 2 weeks or every week?
With my job?
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks.
Damn. Do you like that or no?
It's not bad.
Not bad. But you make good money though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was working at Ferry Public, it was like $400 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So just like spending that on like gas and shit, like by the time 2 weeks is up, you're fucking broke.
Yeah. At least you live with like your parents still.
Yeah. Yeah. And see,
not to expose you or anything.
No, but that was when me and my dad were
That's a good
fighting.
decision though.
When me and my dad were fighting, I wouldn't ask my mom for shit. All my mom did was she paid for my books.
Yeah.
But like my car's a gas guzzler, so you gotta fill it up every 6 days, 5 days, depending on how you're driving, where you're driving. So that kind of like fucked me. It was literally gas was like a big chunk of it, and that's when gas was like $3.30.
Oh yeah, it was crazy for a bit.
Yeah, it was pretty high for a while. So that kind of did me, and then like groceries and stuff. Like my dad, I would have done the same shit, but he like wouldn't. Like now he gets me like he asks me, "What do you want from the grocery store?" He's like, "Dude, you're old enough. You can go to the grocery store. You have a job. Like you can.
Yeah.
If you think you have it all figured out, then do it. Figure it out." So that kind of like put me in a big bind. So it's pretty much I don't have to pay rent, but I'm doing everything else, and $300 every 2 weeks. That's kind of hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, my parents were awesome. Like if I didn't I didn't leave to move out. I just wanted to get away from that like whole environment of that town. It wasn't like I didn't like my parents and
it was just a good move.
No, my parents are awesome. Like I couldn't have asked for anything better from them as far as like living with them.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
see,
even now, like I know if I need anything, they would hook me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're so helpful with everything.
And
So
that's how both my parents are. But
yeah,
my dad was just so fed up with my shit, like being ungrateful.
yeah,
Thinking, not dad, can I have this, dad? Like I need this, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like
yeah. We all go through that phase.
taking
though.
advantage. And yeah,
Especially
I'm happy,
dudes.
Yeah, I'm happy he cut me off because like it really was a big wake up call. I'm like getting a job, and I started cleaning toilets. I was a janitor, and then they moved me to the front desk. But like getting a job because I worked for him on. I got fired like 3 times working for him before that all happened because like I show up. I'm supposed to be there at 8. I show up at 9:30. Shit like that. Go home at 12. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like I just thought I could walk all over him, and like, so him putting the foot down really helped. And then now that's kind of the reason why I didn't leave either for the army. He's like, dude, I don't need to fucking leave. Like he'll help me with school. He'll pay for your school until he's dead. Like that's if I wanted to go to school and get in crazy amounts of debt, he would do it until he can't anymore. Or if I wanted to go live somewhere, he's gonna. Same thing with Phoebe. Like if Phoebe ended up going to Long Beach or whatever, he would have completely paid for it. As much stress that he could take away from her would have been taken away. That's how he is. Like
Yeah.
So it's really awesome. But yeah, that was kind of a wake up call. Like, dude, you have it so good. Just stop being a fuck up.
Yeah.
So and I think that is more of a guy thing. Is
Totally.
Like, you like as by nature you think you don't need anyone.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah. Until you're out on your own and you're like,
It's like
oh.
fuck, dude. Yeah.
I call my mom probably every day asking about something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's crazy. Life's crazy.
It is. And it just goes by crazy. Like, it still is insane that I've lived here, like, almost 8 months.
Yeah.
It doesn't not feel like that at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Like, I still feel so new, and there's so much stuff, like, I have not... Especially, like, dating Phoebe.
Yeah.
Like, I realized, like, I have not done shit here.
Yeah, there's so much different shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it's small, there's, like, just so much, like, little things that are... It'll take a while.
Yeah.
But...
No, she's great. She's like me. We just chill out. But, like, if
Really?
we ever want to go do crap, we just go do crap. Like, just the other day, we just went to Target. To go to Target, like, we didn't even buy anything.
Dude, she is a Target whore.
I love Target,
Dude,
too.
you're a Target slut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, her and I are insanely alike. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah. Like, before I met her, I was, like, convinced I was going to be single for the rest of my life.
She was the same way.
Legit. Like, I was 100% convinced. Like, don't want kids, don't want to get married,
Nada.
don't want to date anymore. Like, I was so done.
And then boom.
And nothing bad even happened. I was just, like, completely over it. Like, I was like...
You guys met at Starbucks, right? So it's crazy how shit like that works. You weren't even looking for
No, not
something.
at all.
And then that's how I was, too. I wasn't looking for shit. And then you find someone, and it's just like...
Yeah.
Boom. Fucking...
And we're, like, best friends off the
Yeah.
bat. Yeah, like,
What's that painting where they touch fingers?
God and David.
God and David.
Is that what it is?
I don't know, but...
Is it Adam? Adam or David? I don't know.
I don't know, but it's when that electric shock happens. Like,
Yeah.
Electric Eel, that song.
Yeah. It was... Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So, no, we're awesome. Like, I don't know. And, like, I was going through a lot of problems, like, when I, like, first met her.
Yeah.
And, like, that she is probably the biggest reason I had decided to, like, go into the hospital.
Yeah.
Because I was like...
Whoa, how long have you guys been talking?
Like a little over a month, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I didn't. Yeah. See, if you leave us in the dark, we don't know jack shit. It's
Yeah.
a need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm the same way. Well, I'm not really the same way, but
Yeah.
that's good though. I'm glad my sister has a positive impact.
Totally. Because, like, I realized, like, I'm a mess when she, like, just about my day.
Yeah.
And, like, I would hang out with her and I'd completely, like, forget.
Boom, everything's
having,
gone.
yeah. And that was, like, a big wake-up call for me to where I was, like, not only, like, is this girl, like, insanely positive on my life, but, like, there's a chance for me.
Yeah.
Like, it woke me up of, like, I don't have to live this way. Like, if it just me being around this girl makes me forget I have anything that I'm dealing with, like, I can, there is a chance I can, like, do that on my own.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was like, I want to be the best for this chick. Like, 100%. Like, I was like, and I went in and, like, I told her, I was like, look, I hope this doesn't,
No.
not even,
I'm
bro.
just kidding.
No, we,
I'm just kidding.
I told her, I was like, I was ready for her to be like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, and not talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
And, like, every day I was in there, she had sent me something.
Yeah.
Like, even though I didn't have a phone or anything like that. Like,
It's crazy.
yeah. And
She's super. I don't know. I used to not think that I kind of always like when we were younger. I'm like, dude, she's a bitch. But no, she's like super. super thoughtful, and
Yeah.
she really cares about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's funny.
She is a
Sure.
No, I swear to you, dude. She is a
Nah, she's great. We laugh.
yeah.
Alright, we're not going to talk about that anymore.
But I gotta pee again, dude.
Alright. Well, actually, I'm probably right. We're at an hour and a half, so.
Alright.
Dude, we gotta, like, make our own show.
Yeah,
like, I get the
I'm
camera,
down, dude.
let's just make our own. You can have yours, I'll have mine, and then we can, like, once a week, we have our own shit where we just talk shit about Joe Rogan and
Fuck Joe Rogan.
drink
You know
Bud
what?
Lights.
Fucking bald motherfucker. Fuck that child pedophile Drake, dude. Fuck that guy.
Drake?
I know he's fucking
R. Kelly,
Jr., bro.
R. Kelly. But my body!
Don't you fuck around with fucking Bobby Millie Brown, dude. That's my girl. Wait. Wrong chat. Wrong chat.
Wrong chat.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Alright.